I'm a software engineer with a full-time job and a side hustle doing freelance coding work in my spare time. I've always been the type to have a side hustle that I put a lot of my free time into because I get really bored sitting idle. My freelance hourly rates are $60 an hour, and at my full-time job, my hourly pay works out to about $40 an hour. So that's how I value my time. Anyway, over Christmas vacation, I was staying at my parents' house. My cousin Cameron was also staying over with her 3 young kids from Christmas to New Year's. I'd been planning on doing some work on my freelance projects when I had free time, particularly in the mornings when my family had no plans. I wasn't in any rush since I was already ahead of schedule on all my projects, but I didn't really have anything else to do. We were in a really rural area, and it's like an hour drive to the nearest anything. Then Cameron and her husband Clark asked if I could babysit all day for 3 days so they could visit some friends in the area and hang out with just adults. I explained that I had planned on doing freelance work at the library, and she offered to pay me to babysit instead. I said I could do it if they got close to my freelance rates. She wanted a specific number, and although my freelance rates are $60 an hour, I didn't feel like that was right since it seemed too high for babysitting. But I also didn't want to go too low. Honestly, babysitting 3 kids would be way harder for me than the routine coding work I had planned for my freelance project. I don't know a lot about kids, and I've never babysat for extended periods, so I had a feeling it would be stressful and difficult. So I said $35 an hour, which is actually below what I make hourly at my regular job, and what I considered the bare minimum I'd value my time for, if that time is spent doing difficult, unfamiliar work. Cameron went absolutely crazy at me, saying that was a ridiculous rate for babysitting, that I was entitled and being selfish, and that I was trying to take advantage of how she didn't have other options in such a remote area. I calmly explained that $35 was way below what I'd be making if I had the time to do my own work, and that I'd be putting off my own projects to babysit her children. That's when Clark got involved and really lost it on me. He said that I was just a 24-year-old girl, that I'm damn near a child myself, and that my time is not worth that much. He called it childish to even suggest such a rate. Then he really crossed the line by calling me a stupid girl, saying I clearly didn't know that babysitting costs like $15 an hour, and that when I grow up and have kids of my own, I'll see how stupid I was being. I was pretty much done with being called stupid and childish, so I just told them I hoped they could find someone else to help them out. Later, my mom pulled me aside and said she thought I had asked for something offensive. Cameron and Clark obviously agreed, and they've been giving me the cold shoulder for the rest of the vacation. The whole situation has made family dinners pretty awkward. I keep going back and forth on this. Part of me wonders if I should have just done it for free as a family favor, but another part of me feels like my time does have value, especially when I'm giving up paid work to help them out. Am I the asshole for asking for $35 an hour to babysit